What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So here we have a very, very interesting situation where undefeated two-division world champion who simultaneously holds the WBA regular title at 130 and 135 and is attempting to become a three-division world champion when he takes on undefeated Mexican superstar, junior welterweight, 140-pound world champion Mario Barrios. That being Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer. He was asked in an interview what was his thoughts on TEOFIMO Lopez, undefeated unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer, who was supposed to go into his mandatory IBF challenge fight against Australian star boxer undefeated George Kambosos Jr. This past Saturday night, June 19th, but he pulled out and cited that he tested positive for 19 and that he wasn't able to carry out with the fight. The entire fight card was canceled, okay? TEOFIMO Lopez, we know, is never shown on words. So when asked about this, Gervonta Tank Davis, he replied and he stated that he believes it was simply a case of TEOFIMO Lopez not being able to sell tickets. So he, went along with the program that, he tested positive and that he had to be removed from the fight. He don't believe it, okay? He started laughing afterwards. He said he just can't sell tickets. That's where he left it, Now we know TEOFIMO Lopez, he's interested in fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, obviously. Anywhere from 147, under 147 down, Gervonta Tank Davis is the biggest star in those divisions, hands down. He is the pay-per-view king there. He's a draw. So if anybody's qualified to speak on anybody selling tickets, it's Gervonta Tank Davis. This heading into his mega showdown with Mario Barrios this upcoming Saturday, okay, the 26th. So they were scheduled to fight a week apart from one another. TEOFIMO Lopez on June 19th, Gervonta Tank Davis June 26th. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis is undefeated, 24 wins, no losses, no draws, 23 wins, big wins by way of knockout. He's 26 years of age. He stands at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. And like I said, he'll be facing Mario Barrios, who's undefeated as well. 26 wins, no losses, no draws on his resume. 17 wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age as well. Stands at 5'10" with a 71-inch arm reach, okay? With that said, TEOFIMO Lopez, he may have had the best stretch of wins in the of all the young fighters coming up, and that including Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? TEOFIMO Lopez, he beat Nakatani, and that win is looking better and better every outing because Nakatani, who fights this upcoming Saturday as well against TEOFIMO Lopez's last opponent and former two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko, who was viewed as the pound-for-pound king when TEOFIMO Lopez fought him and beat him via unanimous decision. And he only had 16 fights, 16 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. And he's only 23 years of age. But standing at 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach, his last 3 fights strung along was Nakatani, who was undefeated at the time. And again, we seeing that Nakatani may have been well known, but he definitely is a major player in the sport of boxing. He beat Nakatani via unanimous decision. Then he knocked out IBF champion star boxer Richard Comey in dramatic fashion. Then he beat Vasyl Lomachenko via unanimous decision in dramatic fashion. So TEOFIMO Lopez is on a great winning streak, a stretch of wins, even better than that of Gervonta Tank Davis, because there's nobody on Gervonta Tank Davis' resume that equals that of Vasyl Lomachenko. And one can argue Richard Comey and Nakatani is just as good as Gamboa and Cuellar and those guys that's on Gervonta Tank Davis' resume. Now, there's no doubt his skill set. Okay, you can't doubt Gervonta Tank Davis' skill set because his skill set speaks volumes. Okay, there's not too many people in the sport of boxing that have a better skill set than Gervonta Tank Davis. He has the total package, okay? He's athletic. He has power in both hands. He's a southpaw. He's accurate with his punches. He don't waste punches. He has quick feet. He has a high ring IQ, and he's an absolute dog in the ring. And he's shown to have a very, very sturdy chin. Now I know people are going to say, well, who's he fought? He hasn't fought high level opposition. Okay, yeah, Teofimo Lopez has fought better competition, but Pedraza was a great fight and a great win for Gervonta Tank Davis. Gamboa is a 3-division world champion, Olympic gold medalist, so that's a big win. And he's attempting to be great going up to 140, jumping 2 weight classes to challenge Mario Barrios. Now, I know people are going to say, well, Mario Barrios is a regular champion. He's not a official champion. The official champion at junior welterweight is undefeated British superstar boxer Josh Taylor, who's undisputed, okay? Obviously. Now, Mario Barrios is nobody's walk in the park, okay? He's nothing to sneeze at. And if you put Teofimo Lopez in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be the favorite in the fight. Barring now, Teofimo Lopez does have a better resume. Namesake-wise, Lomachenko is the reason why that he tops the list over Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the main reason why. And he did so in a fashion that not many people thought he was going to do in outboxing Vasyl Lomachenko, but he did. So with that said, Lomachenko makes Teofimo Lopez's resume top Gervonta Tank Davis's resume. But skill set, one could argue that Gervonta Tank Davis just has a better skill set than Teofimo Lopez. He's more athletic. He has more power. He has more of a total package, okay? But Teofimo Lopez, it's not far off, okay? You may talk about, maybe one is at a 10 and one is at a 9.5, okay? They're not far off at all whatsoever, okay? Teofimo Lopez is a bigger guy and he's younger than Gervonta Tank Davis. And he's done all of this with only 16 fights. That's what's so impressive about Teofimo Lopez. Nonetheless, his date continued to change. His initial date was scheduled for June 5th, okay, in Miami, Florida, with with George Kambosos Jr. And that moved, and they placed blame on Floyd Mayweather. They said the reason why they moved the date is because Floyd Mayweather came out, he rivaled them. He's fighting on June 6th on the Sunday in Miami, Florida as well. And he essentially forced them to move their date, okay? Triller doesn't want to lose money on this. They outbid Top Rank, who put up $2.3 million, which is the network and the company and the promotional company that he signed to, Teofimo Lopez, Top Rank legendary promoter Bob Arum, and they outbid Matchroom CEO and promoter, and DAZN, who was bid $3.2 million for this George Kambosos fight for Teofimo Lopez. And Triller came along and put up a whopping $6 million. They by far outbid Matchroom and Top Rank, and they're not looking to lose any money. It's a pay-per-view event. They're looking to get a return on their investment. They're not looking to lose any money, okay? So with that said, they're trying to secure the best possible dates to be able to, have Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr. fight be successful and get at least break even, see a return on their investment. And I have to agree with Gervonta Tank Davis because I believe that, when he says that he may have, it may not have been fully true, because you look at it from the standpoint that as soon as they stated that he tested positive, they gave a date. They said August 14th is the fight. Okay, so it seemed like this was already planned, okay? They weren't comfortable with what the numbers was doing. They wasn't comfortable with the time zone. And so they want to give it more time, I believe, to have a date already, to say he tested positive 24 hours ago and then to say we already have a date scheduled for the fight, August 14th, which is 2 months away, 2.5 months away, from the date that originally was scheduled. Well, that kind of is an indication that maybe they wasn't comfortable with the ticket sales. So I have to agree with Gervonta Tank Davis from that standpoint. But nonetheless, a fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez would be absolutely enormous, because those talents, the rubber's going to meet the road. They both have great talent. I would favor Gervonta Tank Davis because I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis has shown to be slightly more durable. But now I know we could say, well, look at the level of opponent. I didn't like the body language of Teofimo Lopez when Lomachenko started coming forward. He started landing big punches, and there was a point in time in the fight where I'm thinking in my head, maybe Lomachenko's getting ready to get a stoppage victory. So I didn't like that body language, and Gervonta Tank Davis, we know, is going to come forward, okay? So the rubber will meet the road. Then Teofimo Lopez, he was asked about former Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and his highly anticipated trilogy match with undefeated two-time heavyweight world champion British superstar boxer Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. And he had this to say. He said that he believes that Deontay Wilder is going to win the fight. He has no doubt he's going to win the fight because he says that Deontay Wilder back is against the wall and he has nothing to lose. And this is something that I've been saying, that everybody has already counted Deontay Wilder out. Everybody's already stated that Deontay Wilder, is damaged goods, dare I say, okay? And going into this trilogy and the arbitration and the mediation and the contract being signed for the trilogy and Tyson Fury not wanting to honor it, well, everybody was saying that nobody wanted to see Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder trilogy because of in which the man of Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder so easily, so handily in the second fight, and he got the stoppage victory, dropping him twice in his former trainer, Mark Breland, throwing in the towel in the 7th round. And in the first fight, people were saying that Tyson Fury clearly outboxed him, just didn't get the nod, although he was dropped twice in the fight and arguably should have been called a knockout in the 12th round, but the fight ended in a draw, and most people are saying that, boxing pundits, mainstream media are saying that, they believe that Tyson Fury is just a better fighter. And, Deontay Wilder, what does he have to lose? He was already stopped by Tyson Fury in the second fight. In the first fight, he was outboxed by Tyson Fury. So what does he have? He stand to lose? Nothing, okay? Because he's already been counted out by the boxing world. So Gervonta Tank Davis says that he believes that Deontay Wilder is going to rectify it. He believes that Deontay Wilder's back is against the wall. He has nothing to lose. And he believes that he's going to knock out Tyson Fury. Now, he wouldn't give a prediction of what round he would see the fight ending in. He just said he sees Deontay Wilder being victorious. Now we're seeing Deontay Wilder going back to the absolute basics. Deontay Wilder is doing what Mark Breland said he wasn't doing. Jumping rope, okay? He's jumping rope. He's hitting a heavy bag. He's focusing on not just his right hand. The right hand is already solidified, okay? It's muscle memory for the right hand. But now you see Deontay Wilder focusing on the left hand. You see Deontay Wilder focusing on going to the body. You see Deontay Wilder focusing on head movement. Even this is catching the eye of Tyson Fury. This has caught the eye of Ricky Hatton, 2-division world champion, British superstar boxer. This has caught the eye of Tyson Fury's father, Big John Fury, who says that he believes Deontay Wilder could be a completely revamped man. Tyson Fury is saying that everything Deontay Wilder is doing great, but once Deontay Wilder lands a right hand on him, not when he lands a right hand on Deontay Wilder, but when Deontay Wilder lands a right hand on him, he'll see red, resort back to who he always was, start making mistakes, and Tyson Fury says he'll get a knockout. So even Tyson Fury understands and sees that there's a change in Deontay Wilder. He just feels that he'll resort back to his old ways at some point in time in the fight. So Gervonta Tank Davis believes that Deontay Wilder win this fight, as do I. And you see a lot of boxing pundits, a lot of boxers, a lot of his peers, they're starting to change the story. They're starting to look at it from a standpoint of saying, just maybe, oh maybe, this guy is going to be a completely different fighter and win this fight. So I can't wait to see how this plays out. But now moving on to Gervonta Tank Davis and Mario Barrios this upcoming Saturday night, it's going to be a doozy, okay? I'm expecting Gervonta Tank Davis to win because Gervonta Tank Davis has many different, facets to his game, okay? He's very skilled. He's very technical when he wants to be. He has a lot of power, and he's very versatile, okay? He can box from the outside if he so chooses. He can box on the inside. He can walk you down. He can move and give you angles. We saw that in the Cuellar fight, okay? We saw in the Pedraza fight. And then we saw him go a high guard and walk down his opponents like Leo Santa Cruz, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer. We saw him mix it up against Yoriokas Gamboa. So I'm expecting him to be able to get on the inside with his athletic ability and cause a lot of problems for Mario Barrios, get inside his jab. I think it'll take time. In the second half of the fight, he'll get the timing and the range of Mario Barrios, start to break him down, and I believe he'll stop Mario Barrios around the 10th round. So let's see how this all plays out and unfolds. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for you. Peace.
This is Amanda, the real Dio Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.